Right, how's the backup for Felicia's meeting with the messenger?
I think we figured it out.
It's got to be airtight and invisible. If that messenger so much as smells a cop, the whole plan goes into the toilet.
I have assigned our best team to the stakeout.
All right. And you've established relays to follow the messenger once he's got the crown.
We will be with him all the way, Robert.
If we lose him, it's all over. I may never see Sean again.
We're doing everything we can.
I know. I just have to be sure, that's all. Any more word on Wu's location in Canada?
No, not yet. I've got police along the border checking all the tax records and all the real estate records. Something should turn up.
Have them concentrate on the eastern provinces. I think that's the most likely place.
I figured it that way, too, so I suggested that the police start in the east and work their way west.
Good. What about the news on Donnelly's copter?
Well, we know that Sean and Anna landed in Albany, and that helicopter hasn't taken off again, but Sean and Anna have dropped out of sight.
Of course. Guy had transport waiting for him, didn't he?
Robert, just hang in there. We'll find Holly.
We have to. Wherever Holly is, you can be sure that Donnelly isn't far away, and neither's the treasure. That homing device I gave Anna should lead us to the treasure, if I can get close enough, pick up the signal.
So, Holly is the key.
Donnelly knows it. Excuse me. Yeah. Grant. Glad you called, pal. Listen, I'm going to put Bert on the extension. All right, now, here's the plan. We're going to use Sean's messenger as a pawn. All right, now listen, we've set up a network of men to track Sean's messenger once Felicia gives him the crown. Right. He's not going to give us the slip. Right, Bert?
Right. If he does, we've got all the backup we need.
What? You've worked something out, too. Uh-huh. Employed for an undercover cop. Why not? More the merrier. We can't be too well prepared. Come in. Hang on.
Sorry to bother you, Commissioner, but the dispatcher from the choppers is online, too. He's got something for you.
Thanks. Grant, listen, I've got another call. Now, fill Bert in on what you and the undercover cop have got planned. Or I got to take it.
All right, go ahead, Grant.
Scorpio.
What?
What?
Well, sure.
Hang on. All right, listen. You call the chopper pilot right now. Warm the bird up. I'm going to the airport.
Yes, sir.
All right, now listen to me. You have your choppers concentrate on the area where the signal was spotted. Yeah. Now, if they report any sightings whatsoever, you call Bert Ramsey immediately. Right.
Yeah, hold on. What is it?
Holly,
Well, where is she?
near the Quebec border. One of the choppers spotted some sort of Morse code signal coming from some heavily wooded area.
Did he go down and investigate?
Too many trees.
But then we can't be sure it's Holly.
Holly would use Morse. She knows that. It's only east to west, but I know she knows it. I'm off.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is there anything else you want to tell Grant?
Oh, yeah, hang on.
No, hold on, Grant. He'll be right with you.
Grant. Now, listen, mate, yeah. I gotta run. Got a line on Holly. Now, listen, I'm counting on you to set Frisco straight, all right? You gotta keep this guy under control. If he blows it, he's gonna ruin everything. Yeah. And listen, tell him to stall the messenger as long as possible. I need all the time he and Felicia can buy me. Yeah, you too.
Wait a minute, Robert. Look, if that helicopter can't land in the woods, how are you going to get down to Holly?
Parachute.
Well, welcome to the happy hour. Can I get you some water? No. Now I know why people say eat, drink, and be merry when tomorrow we're going to... What's the plan, Grant? I have Robert's instructions for our midnight rendezvous. It's a little complicated.
Complicated. Well, if you think we're not nervous, you're wrong.
Frisco, we all have reason to be nervous. We have a very dangerous night ahead of us. But you can rest assured of one thing, Felicia. We will not allow anything to happen to you.
Well, I'll make sure of that. All right, you made your point, Grant. It's not going to be a picnic.
No.
Barbecue at the brownstone is the picnic.
Yeah, we'll enjoy that for a few hours.
All right. The plan starts at midnight. Well, what's Robert's plan?
Frisco, before I give you the details, I want you to remember one thing. Our primary concern tonight is to make sure that Felicia stays safe. Not that Donnelly's man would have any reason to suspect we're there. As far as he's concerned, you came to the waterfront by yourself.
Where are we?
I'll get to that. It's going to be an undercover cop down there. He'll be disguised as a vendor. He is your contact. If anything unscheduled should happen, he'll give you instructions.
So he's a vendor?
Well, he'll be selling something, rather. Don't worry, it'll be pretty obvious once you get down there. Robert gave him the opportunity to choose his own cover.
All right, what about us?
Frisco, you get to do the real acting job.
Great, what am I?
You're a disgrace to the United States Navy.
I'm a sailor?
Exactly.
A sailor. I think the last time I wore bell-bottoms, I was about 12 years old. What's so funny?
You and bell bottoms.
Bell-bottoms and drunk. Stinking drunk. Stumbling all over the waterfront.
Hey, sailor, new in town.
Are you having fun?
I just hope I can keep a straight face.
Well, you two have your fun now. Tonight is going to be deadly serious.
What about you? What are you coming as?
I'm going to provide the local color. I'm a bum. Sleep on the docks.
And I have to ignore both of you, right?
Right. Between Frisco and myself, you will be with someone the whole time.
All right.
Drunk and a bum.
Robert's ideas are always very classy.
But they do work.
Well, whatever it takes to keep this little lady safe.
Once the messenger of Sean's arrives, it's out of our hands.
Then what?
Then Scorpio's men will follow you. They'll leave as soon as you and the messenger take off from the docks.
Well, how do I know if Robert's men are there? How can I be sure?
They'll be there, Felicia.
Well, can't we follow him just to be safe?
No. It's essential that everyone plays out his role.
Well, the plan sounds okay. The only trouble is, will it work? You need any help?
You should tell Tony what's going on.
I can't, Felicia.
Well, Robert says it's okay now.
They're happy, Tony and Tanya, and I don't want to do anything to spoil that. Try to understand that, all right?
Tony's strong now. He can handle it.
I know Tony is strong, but that doesn't mean that he wouldn't worry about me if he knew what the hell I was up to.
And you're not going to tell him?
No, I'm not going to tell him, and that's it. Look, we are going to have to find some sort of excuse, an alibi as to why we're going to be leaving Port Charles for a little while.
You're right, and it has to be understandable to everybody.
Exactly. Now, I think I've thought of something, but
What?
I don't know if you're going to like it.
Well, what is it?
I want to tell everybody that we're going down to Texas to visit your grandmother because she's been struck ill. What do you think?
Well, you're right. Nobody will ask questions.
Well, then it's all right.
If it'll work, how can I refuse?
Okay. Are you ready to go into the party?
Yeah, I just hope I'm ready to leave when the time comes. This waterfront thing has me really terrified. What about you?
Me? As long as I'm with you, I'm happy. At least until midnight. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Well, welcome.
There
Come
he is,
in.
the man of the hour.
The man of the hour. Well, thank you, Lorena, but why?
He means you're an hour late.
I did not. I was just praising Frisco for his fantastic sense of timing. Going on the air with those jewels that just happened to be part of the Aztec treasure.
Lucky man. I'm a lucky man.
Oh, Felicia, you weren't in town when the picture of that crown was published, but it was to die for.
Oh, I can imagine how beautiful it was.
Oh, God, let me describe it to you. It was gorgeous.
Hey, brother.
How you doing?
Hey, welcome
Nice
back.
barbecue? Oh, thanks a lot.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta hit the books.
Whoa, where you going? The food's almost ready.
I think I'll pass.
Good night, all. What is that supposed to mean?
Talked last night, so why don't you tell me about the trip?
Well, I told you, the trip was great.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Nothing much more to add to that.
I didn't want to tie you and Felicia up last night, so why don't you fill me in right now?
What can I tell you?
Well, were you surprised when they discovered the treasure?
Oh, I'll tell you, Tony, I was sitting back, pick up the newspaper on the train, right? I'll tell you the truth, okay?
Please do.
Huh? I thought Port Charles was probably a couple million miles away.
Most of Port Charles went on the train, I think, including Sean Donnelly and Scorpio.
Strictly a social scene.
You know something, Frisco? I'm not sure I believe you.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't believe me. Why wouldn't you believe me, Tony?
I don't know. Tell me.
You're not really making a lot of sense.
Okay, so fill me in.
Well, what can I tell you?
Well, I'd like to know why Donnelly invited you on the trip, and I am mystified why you accepted it. You don't like the man, Frisco. You hate him. Did something go on between the two of you on the train trip?
Tony, I'm alive, okay? You see this? No broken bones, no bruises. Okay. I avoided the man every second, every chance I could.
Like you're avoiding me.
What do you mean?
Frisco, you're not looking in my eyes, which means you're hiding something.
What's on?
I want to know what it is, what went on, what you're doing right now.
Tony.
Don't lie to me, because I can see through you, Frisco. Be calm.